Hi Ravens, and welcome to a Path of Exile video. Today we're going to go over what I have been doing in Crucible. I actually restarted my league. If you remember from earlier on in the Crucible League, I did start a character. I got so far and I just got very stressed out, so I abandoned the character, deleted it all, but I saved all the currency in the gear just in case I wanted to come back and start again. So here we are. I came back and I started again. Now I've not rushed through the campaign. As you can see, I am still firmly about halfway through Act 9. But I've done heist. I've been just playing the game my own way. I've not rushed. If I've died, I've gone, oh well, I died, it's softcore, I don't care, and just carried on. I've been doing some trading. I've been doing some crafting. And overall, I've just slowed right down and just enjoyed the experience. So what is the build? This is a corrupting fever champion. This build was suggested on the TFT Discord server for clearing blight maps. So I made one in standard and thought I'd league start one in Crucible. And here we are. So yeah, we've not done too bad. We've died 5 times. 2 of those times was intentional, as per the tips and tricks campaign information by Local. I copied his YouTube channel down below. On there, he's got 2 or 3 videos that go through tips and tricks about getting through the campaign faster, and in softcore one of them is just to allow your character to die and then resurrect in town because it's quicker. So 2 of those times were intentional. The other 3 times I died. Oh well. And this character played time is, yeah, see, I told you I've not been rushing. I've done a ton of heist. I needed some chaos to buy some uniques for the build, so I went to heist and used every single chance orb and alch I could find, drop, and brought contracts. Didn't know what it was. If I had the relevant rogue, I ran them. If they were magical rare, I looked for ones I could run. If didn't, I waited until I got an orb of scouring, scoured it and thing. So I spent a long time in heist. I managed to get the currency. So this is the gear. This I dropped on the floor. I don't do elemental damage. Everything's been set up for brutality. However, prior to the switch to corrupting fever, I was using splitting steel, and that didn't use brutality the way I was using it. So this was doing a ton of damage. Plus you had the global fizz, plus the elemental resists. Why have I still got it on? I forgot to change it, and I'm res capped, and I can't be bothered to change it this close to finishing the acts and then getting that Act 10 Katava down. Once I've dropped him, I will then do a massive re-gear because obviously all my resistance has changed. So at that point I'll get a new belt and some new boots and well, generally a whole new gear. So first of all, I brought this No Tree Poet's Pen, cost me 15C. I then went down to 2 sockets, used the chromes I'd found, chromes and jewelers got in heist, 2 sockets, 2 red, and then did the socket trick with the crafting bench until I got the 3rd, and then linked it. Same with the sassel frame. This cost me 3C, and then I just did the same thing, 2 sockets, 2 red, and then pinged 2 3 2 3 3 2 3 2 3 2 until I got the red, then linked it. With the haemophilia gloves, they cost me 7C, I think it was, and with those I just went straight up to, it was already 4 socketed, so I linked it and then just did the 1 blue, which I think is 4 chromes. Yeah, did that twice and managed to get the 2 green, 1 red, 1 blue, which I needed. This chest is very old, as you can see, item level 35, so back in Act 2 or 3. Same with the helm, 35. I've had horrendous luck trying to get four links due to the new vendor changes. This one here, I actually sacrificed 90% of every single piece of currency I had to the vendor to transfer the currencies into jewelers and fusings so I could four link it myself. So four socket, four link it, and then again it was the transferring everything into chromes to get the one blue until I got the 2 red, green, 1 blue. This one I found from a vendor and then just slapped it with an essence. I think it was a cold essence maybe, or a life essence, I don't know. It was an essence. Got this, threw the decks on there, and yeah, away we went. The rings, I think I found one of them, and the other one I picked up from the vendor and then hit it with an alk. Again, at the time I was doing split and still, so this was fine. And I think this dropped on the floor as is. So it had attributes, dex and intelligence, so again it was fine, crit chance was fine, whatever. So the gear isn't that great. These are the boots that I ID'd again off the floor, 25% move speed, so I just slapped them on. I attempted to four socket it the colours I need, which is 3 red, 1 blue, but it hasn't worked out. So I've just left it of 2 red, 1 blue, and yeah. So in the Poet's Pen, we've got a vendor brought Exsanguinate, vendor brought Reap, which I've levelled myself, of course. Vendor brought Brutality, which I've levelled all the way through the axe and the offhand. Got the Efficacy there, Corrupting Fever, Brutality, and Affliction. All of these gems have been brought from the vendor. Vulnerability linked to Frostblink via Hex Touch support and life tapped. Casting damage taken, Molten Shell with life tap. In the Haemophilia we've got Kinetic Blast, currently steamied by an int, and then life tap, GMP and Pierce. I'm not sure the Pierce works, I might have to change that, but it seems to be doing the job, so just left it alone. And in auras wise at the moment we've got Determination, War Banner, and then here would sit Pride as a third red, and then at the moment, because we're still leveling, we've got a Purity of Elements. This would then switch out for Malevolence later on, which we have leveling here. There's my Pride, there's my Malevolence, so they're leveling up in the offhand. So that's that. Flasks, we've got this Divine Flask, this Quicksilver Flask, which I've had since Act 2. It rolled movement speed, so I've left it. We got an Onslaught, Ignite, Poison and Shock. This ID'd as it was. This I rolled for Poison, and then I rolled this in preparation for losing Purity of Elements later on, just because it's easier. So that's the gear, that's the gems. Tree wise, we've done normal lab and we took first to strike, last to fall. We've done crawl lab and we took unstoppable hero. Merc lab will be fortitude, and then we'll come over for inspirational once we get Uber lab. The tree is in the process of still switching over at the moment. I need to drop these 3 nodes. I could drop, but I haven't got my cluster jewel yet. And I don't have an energized armor jewel yet, and I don't have a jewel that sits here, which I can't remember what it is. There's a timeless jewel that sits there as well, so I haven't got that either. So I'm a bit stymied on where to put points right now, because normally I'll drop this and these 2 and they'd go 1, 2 would go here for the energized armor jewel, and then I'd take this mastery for chaos damage taken from hits, and this mastery for 10% of armor all supply, no, not that one, 10% of physical damage converted to chaos damage. But at the moment my chaos res is absolutely bottom floored, so I don't particularly want to start taking that chaos damage yet. So I'm not taking a lot of damage. Most of the damage I do to myself from Corrupting Fever or all the life tap skills. that's the tree as it is now. Now this build is actually on max roll GG, but I've altered it to the way I want to play, and I'm currently working on a POB with full leveling notes, and I'll release that once it's ready with a build showcase. At the moment, I just thought I'd let you know what I've been doing for the last couple of days and the fact I've actually started Crucible. Now, the announcement of the BPL has been done, and unfortunately it has landed across the beta weekend for Diablo 4. Now, I know a lot of people aren't interested in that, but equally a lot of people are. I have spoken to a couple of streamers, and they are not doing BPL because of D4. So I'm not sure how BPL is going to go, because they've chosen to do it over the D4 beta weekend, where there's a once offer of the MTX, whereby you have to get level after 24 hours after the event has started. The world boss will start showing up, and if you're level 20 and you kill the world boss, you get an MTX that you can put on your mount once the game goes fully live, and this is the only opportunity for you to get it. So yeah, that's I don't know what to do. I was really looking forward to BPL. I thought it would be this weekend coming up, but they've moved it a week forward. I don't know why they did that. Never mind, eh? So I probably won't be doing BPL this league. I'll have to miss it and do it next league, but never mind, eh? So this is what I've been doing. This is why I've started this character. The I don't think you can get any of the MTX I'm wearing. It's an old supporter pack. It's mostly the Master Spellblade stuff. Here, and here. We've got the Prospero's Ring. We've got the Iridescent Weapon Effect, Annihilator Weapon, and then my usual Portrait Frame and Portal Effect. Most of my auras are invisible. I've run out of invisible effects at the moment. I've even stole some from my Baby Heist character, but as you can see, all of them are being used, and I'm out of points at the moment to buy any more. So yeah, I need more. I need more invisible buff effects. Anyway, that's where we're at currency wise. We've got 9 chaos at the moment. As I said, I spent some on these 3 uniques. I've got some really nice weapons I found with some really nice trees, so hopefully some of those myself. I've got a few items in these tabs as well, but overall not too shabby. We've already even had an orb of annulment drop as well, so I don't know what they're going for in trade, but I've only got 1, so it's a bit pointless trying to sell 1. Try and bulk sell them. But yeah, that's where we're at. I will do my weekly update. Further updates will be done on the weekly. The weekly episode of my adventures might be out Friday. I've got a very busy IRL week this week, so I'm not sure when it will be done. I will try to get it out on time, which is Friday lunchtime GMT +1, but we will see how it goes. ? I'm also hoping to stream. Sorry I didn't stream today, which is Tuesday the 2nd of May as I'm recording this. I just my mind wasn't in the right frame to stream, so I didn't. Tomorrow I've got a lot of chores to do, so the next one might be Thursday. We'll see how it goes. Honestly, that's all I can say. Follow me on Twitter. I'll always try and do updates on there, whether I'm streaming the day or not, and that's where you'll find when my YouTube channel videos go up as well. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the videos. I'll see you in the next one.